I'm sure that many of you were enjoying Redfall. No, we're enjoying Tears of the Kingdom across the month of May, but there's so many games that come out all the time now that many of them we end up missing. And while I would need probably 3 hours or more to go over every single game that released in May, I did pick out some of the standouts, at least from my own personal perspective, that you might have missed while you were adventuring through Hyrule. So without further ado, here's 10 games that you might have missed in May of 2023. Starting out the month, we have Age of Wonders 4. Rule a fantasy realm of your own design. Explore new magical realms in Age of Wonders' signature blend of 4X strategy and turn-based tactical combat. Control a faction that grows and changes as you expand your empire with each turn. This is released on May 2nd to a very positive reception. 6,453 reviews have left this with an 82% positive rating. This is a 4X strategy game that is going to run you $49.99. If you have ever wondered what it might be like to play Civilization but trading out your guns and cannons for things like orcs and fireballs, you need not look any farther. Coming up next, we have Showgunners. As a contestant on a high-stakes reality game show of the future, you must survive a dangerous urban environment packed with traps, confounding puzzles, and heavily armed psychopaths. Turn-based combat and handcrafted levels built for entertainment. This released on May 2nd to a very positive reception, with 94% of the 403 reviews being positive. This is a turn-based tactical strategy game that is going to run you $29.99. If you're itching for more XCOM, or you weren't very satisfied with Fire Emblem Engage, maybe give Showgunners a try.
Think again. I'm not walking away from this, and neither are you.
Allow me to introduce you to NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. You are Arc, a city management AI designed to manage a citywide AR metaverse known as the NeuroNet. Meet its many users, build relationships, and help or hinder their lives while trying to balance the wider needs of the city. Find your humanity in a world losing theirs to technology. This released on May 4th to a positive reception, with 86% of the 29 user reviews being positive. This is a story-rich visual novel that is going to run you $19.99. Now, I have personally played all the way through this one. We'll have a review up in the coming weeks. I highly recommend it. Had a very surprising story, and it was a really engaging time that does some very interesting things that I don't want to spoil for you. Please check out NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. After a brief stunt in early access, Darkest Dungeon 2 has released. Darkest Dungeon 2 is a roguelike road trip of the damned. Form a party, equip your stagecoach, and set off across the decaying landscape on a last gasp quest to avert the apocalypse. The greatest dangers you face, however, may come from within. This released on May 8th to mostly positive reviews, with 75% of the 7,402 reviews being positive. This is a turn-based tactics roguelike that is going to run you $39.99. On Steam, at least, if you have the first game, you can get it at a discount for $29.99. I have played both games. I drastically enjoyed Darkest Dungeon 1. Darkest Dungeon 2 plays very, very similarly, but due to the roguelike aspects of it, the progression system and mechanics are significantly different, so your mileage may vary.
The time has come to face your failures, or be consumed by them.
Now we have Occupy Mars the game. Survive and colonize Mars in a highly technical open-world sandbox game. Build and upgrade your base, discover new regions, conduct mining operations, retrieve water, generate oxygen, grow crops, and fix broken parts. This released on May 10th to a mostly positive reception, with 73% of the 836 user reviews being positive. This is an open-world survival crafting resource management game that is going to run you $25, and as a warning, unsurprisingly, for an open-world survival crafting game, this is launching in early access. Now, depending on how the survival mechanics work in terms of you trying to survive on Mars, this might set itself apart from other open-world survival crafting games like Minecraft and 7 Days to Die, but just go in with a word of caution that it is in early access. Now comes Death or Treat. The Halloween spirit is missing. Play as Scary and help him save Hallowtown. Death or Treat is a 2D action roguelike and hack and slash with hand-painted environments and traditional animation. Explore all the worlds and defeat hordes of enemies using different weapons and skills. This released on May 11th to a mixed reception, with 56% of the 16 user reviews being positive. I looked into the reviews, and most of the negative reviews are citing to some clunky or difficult controls and not much else. And with 16 user reviews, it's really easy to hit that mixed stage. This is a hack and slash roguelike that is going to run you $25. And if you're looking for something else that's along the lines of like Hollow Knight or Have a Nice Death, you already completed those and you're looking for more, maybe give Death or Treat a try. This is Mechabellum. Mechabellum is an epic auto-battler taking place on the newly colonized planet of Faraway. You're the commander of an army of mechs fighting it out in massive PvP battles. Customize and level up your units, strategically place them on the battlefield, and watch them destroy your enemies. This released on May 11th to very positive reception, with 90% of the 1,587 user reviews being positive. This is in early access as a heads up, but it is a strategy auto battler, and it's only going to run you $15. Now, as auto battlers, that's a fairly new genre. You're looking at very limited options in that space, the most prominent of which that I'm immediately aware of being teamfight tactics in the League of Legends universe. But if you're into mechs and want to try out something very new, maybe give Mechabellum a shot. This cute little project is 10 Hearts. Behind every brilliant invention hides a magical story. Guide a troop of 10 soldiers through a magical toy-filled world in this immersive narrative puzzle adventure game from members of the team that brought you Fable. This released on May 16th to a positive reception, with 87% of the 16 user reviews being positive. This is a puzzle platformer game. It has a lemming style of play that unfortunately I think released a little too close to a very similar game called Humanity that got a lot more press. This game is going to run you $30 and is very cute, so if you're kind of feeling it, you want a new puzzle game, maybe check out 10 Hearts. Next is Bread and Fred. Grab your best bud for help in this new co-op challenge to help two adorable penguins, Bread and Fred, reach the top of the snowy summit. Time your jumps, cling to walls, and swing across gaps to see how far you can make it before you tumble all the way back down the mountain. This released on May 23rd to a very positive reception, with 90% of the 218 user reviews being positive. Now, this is a local co-op or online co-op game. You do need somebody to play it with, and I can see there being some tensions being raised as you try to make your way to the top and tumble back down, and boy howdy does that sound upsetting just talking about it. It's only going to run you $15 if you want to try it out and maybe strengthen or weaken one of your friendships.
Bread and Fred. Available now on PC. Coming to consoles later this year.
Finally, this is After Us. Explore the corners of a surrealistic post-human world to give life on Earth a second chance in this touching story about sacrifice and hope. This released on May 23rd to a mostly positive reception, with 73% of the 38 user reviews being positive. This is an adventure puzzle platformer that is going to run you $30. I am so interested in this game. I do intend to play it both on stream and be doing a review for it, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to catch that video. It looks like it is going to break me down emotionally to the point that I made myself cry while reacting to the initial trailers for this game. I'm very interested in this, and I hope that you are too. This is After Us. So, what'd you think? Is there anything that I missed? Now, I know that if you are able to put down Tears of the Kingdom, that you likely picked up Diablo 4 or Street Fighter 6. So, I don't blame you if you're like, you know, that all looks well and good, but I think I'm just going to keep playing this awesome stuff right here, and I totally get it. And even if you'd held off on those, we have Final Fantasy 16 at the end of June. But there's so many games, and so many of them look really good across a whole myriad of genres and a whole myriad of price points. So, maybe these are a little bit more palatable to people that just aren't looking to spend the $60, $70 on a new title, which I completely understand. But let me know what your thoughts are, how you liked the format. We changed this from the one that we did in April, and I have a different idea for how I'm going to do June as we just kind of feel our way through this. So let me know what your thoughts on this are, both on the games that we chose as well as just the general format of the video. I would really appreciate it. Put your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, two great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. I am very active on both, and I would love to talk to you. We do stream on Twitch 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. And if you watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.